What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Quantum Show panel discussion. Me and Tim are in the house. I keep forgetting where I have to point at the beginning of the show. So I just discovered that my little ultraviolet flashlight, UV flashlight, will activate the lenses that do they shade themselves in the sunlight. Ultraviolet does it too. Man, you do not want to shine that in your face though. Ultraviolet, no, 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 no. But it turns them cool.
And I'm just discovering why Lynn banned my glasses from the show. It's because of the big billboards right here.
Yeah. No bad press.
No bad presses. Yeah.
So, what's up, Tim? How's it going, man? I haven't talked to you in a few days.
It's been going good. My mom had her 70th birthday this week, and we've been sort of celebrating mom this week. And
Cool.
it's been
Happy
good.
birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. What? Now? My right or your right?
It's all wrong.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the panel. Renee's here. Scream is here. Me and you, Tim. That's everybody talking right at the moment. Samo, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Samo.
Welcome back to the Quantum Show. We're breaking out all the glasses today. I'm breaking mine in because this is day 3 of wearing them, bro.
Yeah.
I got them for my license. Luckily, I don't need them generally because. Okay, I got a question for you, fellow spec wearer. Right?
Yeah.
These are bifocals, and that's fine. I understand. I'm gonna have to do this number and read down my nose and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Do this more.
It looks like it feels like I'm like living through binoculars. Okay.
The feeling goes with time. When I first got my first pair of glasses, I'm farsighted. So the first time that I got my glasses, I felt like I was stepping through the floor rather
Yeah.
than walking on the floor. And I was just going at it too hard. But with time, you get used to it. I think I don't know. I like them.
Okay.
I like being able to see things,
Yeah.
especially as we begin to lose it as we age. Mine is macular degeneration and astigmatism, and as we age, it always impresses me. We forget how things look, and then we get a new prescription, and it's like, oh, I see again, and that's a good moment. And I imagine that for colorblind people, the colorblind corrective lenses are excellent, and for people who had trouble seeing at different times of day and night, the transition lenses are excellent. There's a lot of different ways that you can go with this. So
Yeah. Well, I'm still getting used to it because I feel like I'm like you walking through the floor, stepping. Actually, I feel like I'm floating above everything.
yeah.
So I don't know what that means. I don't know how to translate that because the things aren't clearer, right? And I do
Mhm.
remember when things were this clear, but
Yeah.
I got used to it. I got accustomed to it. Okay, disclaimer: the only reason I got these things was because it's gonna show up on my license, and I got to renew it next year. And I'm trying to
Yes.
get myself used to it. So if I could read the little letters through the thing they make you do, we're good. That's what I told her. I'm like, okay, here's what I need. I told her, I'm telling what the glasses person, right? The eye person. Okay, here's what I got to do, right? It was like I was ordering parts. I'm not looking to fix anything. I just need to do this one task and I'll be good. Whatever. You got a cheat sheet for those guys? Come on, hook me up.
Mm,
They did not have a cheat sheet for the DMV,
no.
but hopefully, because glasses show up on your license test. So do
Right,
you wear
right.
glasses? It says here you do. So I couldn't. I've been. They told me to get them 2.5 years ago. I've been. I haven't found any invisible trees yet, so I think I'm doing pretty good, right? Just because I,
uh,
huh?
I know some people who like can barely see and they're still on the road. They still pass the driver's test somehow.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
I'm telling you, about 10 years ago. Well, actually, it was. I don't know what scale I'm on. I know it's like the first 25 years, and then it's like 15 years and 10 years. I think it was 10 years. 9 years
Huh.
ago when I took my last, I don't know, it might have been 14. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been years. So, uh, it was a breeze. It was just, oh, read that thing. Okay. Press your head against the button. Okay. Read the letters and numbers. Done.
Yeah.
It was just, but now I looked at the thing and I was like, wow. And I
It was
didn't
more
even,
of a struggle for you now.
there were so many I couldn't even make out. I
Oh
was like,
wow.
"Whoa, yeah."
Yeah.
There was some that I mean, I haven't not the test, but the little test they give you at the eye place.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they're clear now. The
Hmm.
ultraviolet turns them on. It activates it. Do not
Yeah.
shine these lights in your face directly, right?
Roger that.
What's up, Dorothy? Welcome back. Oh, you're wide awake. That means you're gonna stay up all night long. Well, you're on the Quantum Show now. But okay, Tim, what did you think of the first hour? Am I on target? Am I mistaken or what?
I thought it was. It's interesting. Um, I agree with you. Your conclusion. So I don't want to be like um, your conclusion being that aliens are not demons. Um, but this whole disclosure thing is mixed up with government, and it makes it really really difficult to talk about without going down a negative path, the one of like the things that they're trying to distract us against. And you know I went on record last week this discussion saying how pitiful I thought that this so-called disclosure was.
Yeah.
And um yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of pitiful disclosure, Amy and Nick, have you? I know you watch Amy sometimes. Do you know about Alien Addict?
Alien Addict.
Yeah.
It, it- didn't they don't they come on our channel sometimes?
Yeah. Nick and Ollie. Not so much Ollie now, but Nick is the guy's name. He's come in a couple times. It's
Yeah,
few and far between because he's in a way different time zone and he's British. So he's in actually UK, England.
I
But
don't know if I've seen his show specifically or not. I get algorithmed in with a lot of you all, so I like I see Samuel a lot moderating a
oh yeah,
lot of UFO channels that I visit, and occasionally I see Diane, and I think I've even seen Dit Dot on a couple of
oh yeah,
different channels before.
yeah. We
And
get around, bro.
it's always interesting when I see somebody that I know why I'm seeing them versus somebody that I just don't know from Adam.
Okay. Well, Nick runs. You know what? I'll bring up his channel. That's easy thing to do.
You
Shout
showed his
out.
picture earlier.
I did,
Yeah.
and I need to add uh Rob G because he's a spinoff from Dave's show, and he's pretty good. But yeah, that's Nick. Link in description, right? He is okay. I'm not going to bring up his channel. Link in description. He's good, and he thinks this is rehashing the disclosure stuff from the government. This is rehashing Gulf Breeze and all South America, Peru, all of it. It's just repackaging it with some space pictures and saying, "What is this?" And it's like angled differently and stuff, and the government is putting it back out. Okay, I kind of agree, but there is also some gems in the releases that
Right.
all we can say are unexplained. And we went
Yeah.
over a few of those files a couple weeks ago because they speak in codes, and I have no idea what the codes are saying. We couldn't figure it out. It's like new army speak, and I just don't even know. You know, but yeah, Dorothy is saying, "Oh yeah, I've been hanging around in many places for the past 6 years. Of course, we all have our favorites. Yeah, we go places.
Yeah.
We go places.
I don't want to celebrate one show over another, but I do spend a lot more time on Amy's show um, uh, of, than I do a lot of the others. I spend time on Wayne and Michelle's show though.
Oh
I've
heck
been
yeah,
on their show a couple of times, and Ravens, of course. I tune into Ravens on the regular, but I missed it this week. I'm sorry, Raven.
I missed it too. I was at work, and I just got covered up, just a little bit covered up.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well, I was
you're
waiting
pulling up
for.
that.
Hmm?
Yep, I was just reminding you what you were doing over there. I see.
Oh, I was trying to. I was trying to find Amy's response, but she hasn't responded yet. She's a busy lady, so
Yeah, I can imagine.
yeah, she's got all kinds of stuff going on. She's investigating the missing general personally. Literally in her neighborhood. It's She's doing boots on the ground in her neighborhood, and I'm like, shout out,
Yeah.
McCaslin, and it's the school stuff, yeah, and school stuff, Muggle stuff. Muggle life always gets in the way. That's okay, but also
Oh yeah.
General McCaslin.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I am gonna bring up Amy's announcements because she came up with something that was amazing to me. Apparently, Amy, I can't remember. Let me see. These glasses are still Amy Eskridge, right? I'm gonna bring
Yeah.
this up. This is from Michael Sala, but reposted by from Amy. I'm gonna read it so everybody can hear it. And from Michael Sala, reposted by Good Morning UFO. Anti gravity researcher Amy Eskridge did not die in 2022. Next week, I will publicly release details that Amy faked her death and is now in contact with a reliable source I've known for several years who has shared stunning info about her current anti gravity research at a secret research facility. I will share more details in my webinar today. That was yesterday or like way earlier today. Yeah, that was way earlier today. Um, why use it as a hook, Michael? Just say it, bro. Stop trying to just put it out there. And some remote viewer posted up somewhere. I can't even remember where. And I tried to go to Crowdcast, but I don't know. I was not let in for some reason. So I'm gonna stop sharing that. And who knows? Let me see. Can I get into Crowdcast? Nope. I'm still trying behind the scenes, y'all. Yeah, I'm still trying. I'm still trying.
That says I think I've been quarantined from all the algorithms. Haven't seen Amy's stuff in a bit, and I followed her religiously since started watching in 2020.
Yeah, she's still doing it, and it's that, right? It is that. Wait a minute. May 30th at 1 p.m. That was earlier. Okay, I am going to share this. I'll read it out. No problem. Okay, this is May 30th, 2026. Dr. Michael Sala, exopolitics.org. Now, was, wait a minute. How are you supposed to, they're selling tickets to a past event? Talk about alien.gov and aliens.gov. And the likelihood of extraterrestrial disclosure has never been higher. President Trump declassified and released the first batch of UFO files on May 8th. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth has acknowledged there will be more official releases of UFO files possessed by the Pentagon. Members of the U.S. Congress have received briefings that UFO crash retrieval operations are real, that NHI have been, that's non human intelligences for the muggles that aren't here, have been identified as the craft's pilots, and that the alien hybrids have been created in classified programs, alien human hybrids. Meanwhile, as aliens are being labeled demons in many political and religious circles, hence the shirt, Christian pastors are being told to prepare their congregations for official announcements that aliens are real and that UFOs do not come from this planet. Sparks are going to fly. Speaking of fire hazards, the next Spielberg blockbuster Disclosure Day is scheduled for release on June 12th. I will go see that one. Importantly, a warning has been issued explaining exactly why you should not watch this movie, and the reason is chilling. Fear! Be very afraid. The
Right.
world is about to change tremendously as the U.S. government reveals the truth, or at least a small part of it. They're not going to tell you about it. They're not quantum. About alien life, inciting other national governments to follow suit. If I got to lie, you got to lie. Find out what you need to know, how to prepare, and what to expect in the dramatic weeks ahead. Are you ready for the truth about alien life visiting Earth in advanced spacecraft? In this, oh my gosh, in this all new 4-hour webinar that apparently happened already, right? Michael Sala will give an overview of the developments leading to official disclosure, meaning narrative, take a comprehensive look at the latest events and revelations of major changes, and finally, discuss what it all means for average citizens in a post-disclosure world. I didn't see anything about a coffee break in there. I'm not going.
And the bottom line is that cost line right there.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was $55.
I hope it included coffee, but
I hope so. Oh my god,
maybe
that's
some of that goat crap coffee or something. Something
yeah,
expensive and foo-foo that's already been digested by an animal.
yeah. But this is Amy's. Amy announced that from Microsoft, so I wonder who went to it. I wonder who went to it. I would like to see who went to it.
Yeah.
And what's up, Raven?
Hi. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are things?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I was listening to you talk about this movie that's coming out, the Steven Spielberg one. I'm going to go see it too. I
Yeah.
haven't been to a movie theater in years, but this one I will go see. And it was interesting. There was a video that I watched today talking about how Steven Spielberg was brought out of, basically he had retired, and that he's in the know with the powers that be and the CIA and FBI and stuff, and they come to him and have him make these films as a form of soft disclosure to the public. He's the one that did Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and of course the ET phone home one, And
Yeah.
so this one, I guess, is all of the critics they have nothing critical to say about it. They are absolutely blown away by this movie. And so it's really got expectations pretty high. Of course, they started promoting this back in January. I remember there was a big, I think it was in downtown New York. They had a full on a
Hmm.
big building. The whole side of the building was a big ad for this movie. So, and there's even Glenn Beck was talking about this movie today. I don't watch Glenn Beck every day. Every once in a great while, I watch him, and I like him. And he was talking about how this is, and how AI is just kind of fundamentally changing all of us. And it'll be interesting to see what happens after this movie comes out and the public has had a chance to see it and digest it and so forth, and how. Um, but Glenn said something today that really struck me, and that was that he's like, when I broadcast an ad, to all of the listeners, that's just me going to each one of you, but your phones are tracking everything that you do, and now they're able to advertise directly to you, specialized because of all this information that your devices have gathered on your personality type, what your likes are, what you click on, what you buy, and all this kind of stuff. And so they're going to be able to target everybody in their own individual way, and thus making advertising altogether, the way that it's been done, that we're familiar with, obsolete pretty soon. I thought about
Right.
that for a little bit.
I would argue it's
Right.
already happened.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
happening because I mean, right after the show, I got advertisements for doomsday switches from Geeks Are Sexy.
Really?
So I went and found they wanted $50, so I went to Walmart and got it for 10.
There you go. There you
I'm gonna
go.
mount it right here, and it's gonna be a giant bank of buttons and glowing lights and shit.
Um,
Your glasses look good. Oh, sorry, Tim.
Facebook has been the thing for me lately because Facebook has been an unpleasant experience from my viewpoint. I get on there, and because of my age and my demographic, it targets me with thirst traps and continuously sells me ads for Blue Chew and things that I really don't have any interest in seeing, but the algorithm assumes that because I'm a 50-year-old, male, that I am, and I'm increasingly disgusted with Mark Zuckerberg's platform at like some of the females that the AI is presenting to me. You know,
Um,
I'm just I'm just I'm horrified about what I consider we're moving into what is a post-truth world where in order to figure out what is true, you have to triangulate data now. You have to check three sources of something in order to find out if something is even true anymore. And I don't think that normal people are ready for that. You
True.
I
know?
agree. I
True.
agree. Dude, I'm getting slammed with the same weird demographic ads as you are. I've never seen it look so pornographic. It has never
It's
looked so pornographic.
it's pretty horrible. I wasn't aware that women weren't having a similar experience until my wife showed me that no, this is something that is purely happening to males
Yeah,
of
it is.
your
I
age
haven't
group.
seen that either. And
Our age group.
how Mark
Yeah,
Zuckerberg had been last several years investing in this the metaverse we've heard so much about. They
right.
pulled the plug on that this week.
Yeah, well, he's put all in on AI. He wants to compete with Amazon now and build a
Right.
data center right down the
Well, I
block
think
from me.
they're probably just going to go ahead and have AI build that whole metaverse. I don't believe that they've put 3 years or more into this and that they're just going to pull the plug and just do nothing with it. I think they'll have AI build it, which will be a lot more efficient and cheaper for them. But I thought that was interesting. I heard that today. Um, I was never one that was talk about a dystopian society where you just sit at home with a headset on, your little visor thing, and live this whole other life somewhere in this crazy
Yeah.
place, and like don't bathe and don't shop because you can have everything brought to you by via drone, and live in your little cubicle in an 11-minute city and shit. God, give me death.
You know
God.
what? If anybody ever sends a drone to deliver something here, it better be able to fly away before I capture it and reprogram it. Me and Tim are gonna have fun with it.
No, in my case, it means it better be able to fly away before it can be shot out of the air.
They
Oh,
have They have physical handicaps they have to overcome to deliver directly to me with a drone. Um, not the least of which is the local culture of shoot things that fly over the head.
Tim, you
Yeah.
started to say something about they're putting in one of those data centers close to you.
Yes,
Ooh, that's awesome.
probably, but probably not because they're all like running out of supplies now, so they don't know what they're doing with the piece of land that they've already stripped all the trees from.
I did my show this last Wednesday about these data centers, and I'll tell you what. So Thursday morning, my show Wednesday night. Thursday morning, my whole YouTube inbox and everywhere I went was nothing but data center, data center, data center, data center. Everything was just it was crazy after researching it. And these things are not a good thing. There's a clip. I'm going to do a part two this week because I got so much more information about it. And I also got there's a channel called The Alchemist, and it's a girl named Sarah. I don't remember her last name. I really like her. She's very, very enlightened individual, and she talked about the spiritual ramifications and why these one percenters are pushing this AI so much, and how these people that are incapable of they've allowed their divine spark to be damaged more or less from all the evil and stuff that they've been involved in and all the satanic stuff and all the shit that we've heard and seen in the Epstein files and so on and so forth. And the only way that they can ascend is through AI. They think that's their end game, is by merging with the machine. Then because they're such soulless, heartless bastards, they'll be able to continue on and have some form of immortality, not in the same immortality that those that still, have an uncorrupted soul, but that gives them a measure of immortality. And it also, then they think, will keep them from being judged and maybe sent to, a really worse place.
Well, um, I don't think it's gonna work because that's cloning. That's making a copy of. They're trying to clone. We don't have the technology to take soul. This is not the dark side of the force. They're not the emperor, right? They can't force a life essence into another body,
They
biological or not,
they
right?
can take your consciousness and put it in another body, though. Yeah, they
They
can.
can fake it. They can fake it. They can copy it.
If you've
But
got all your consciousness done on a chip, similar to what Elon Musk has invented, yeah, yeah, they
that
sure can. They can
that
download you into a.
it's a copy. It's a
Yeah,
copy,
it is. Um,
and they're wanting to see. It seems like they're. I don't disagree with you, but the the thing is, they're operating from a fear perspective. They're scared of death.
they're
Okay.
scared of being
Yeah,
judged, I think, and yeah, they're
Well,
scared of death
it's
because
too
they're
late for
scared because
that.
they did so
yeah.
many awful, dreadful things that they're yeah. And these are your Luciferians, your Satan
There it
worshippers,
is.
your, you know,
Destined chaos. So they
evil.
turn into holodeck versions of Moriarty from Next Generation. Yeah, yeah. That's what they're trying to do. Holodeck versions. Oh my dear data.
The
Just
this
give them their own video game, Rick and Morty. Just saying, Destination Chaos.
Yep. Stick them in a holographic cube. They'll be all right.
they feel that they'll be able to have immortality by mixing with this transhumanism agenda, and there's they figured out which chromosome you're aging. The telomeres are the like end caps on your chromosomes,
Yeah.
and the second
Telomeres.
chromosome, and you can see, and it does not take a medically trained eye to look at that second chromosome. Google this, everybody. I'm serious. Go look at this. And it's, I believe, the bottom right hand corner. You can see where something has been taken off and grafted on because it's just not a very smooth, it's not a natural the way the rest of the chromosome is. You can see that something else has been grafted on, and supposedly there are Sumerian tablets that say that the Anunnaki are the ones that shortened our lifespan by grafting something else onto that bottom telomere so that we don't live as long. And I was listening to a lecture by Greg Braden who was talking about that.
I'm looking that up right now, and I want to
Google that.
bring it up. I did, and I'm going to do the AI overview, okay? And I'm going to read this out for everybody. I will show this on screen as I read it. I think my reading is getting better. I'm not practicing any of this.
You look good. You look good in glasses.
Well, I mean my reading, like my being able to read without practicing it first.
Oh, okay.
But thank you. I like them. I think I look like an alien. See, alien.
This
alien
is funny.
helicopter.
Usually I'm the one with the glasses on trying to squint to read everything, and you guys don't have any on. And now I finally got new contacts, and I don't need the glasses, and you guys are both in glasses.
Yeah, the tables have turned.
The tables have turned indeed.
The return of the four eyes.
Okay, this is the AI, the Bing overview. Telomeres, telomeres, are the protective repetitive DNA sequences at the end of our chromosomes that act as biological clocks, shortening every time a cell divides. While lengthening them might theoretically prevent cellular aging, medical science views artificial lengthening with caution as heavily linked to tumor growth and cancer. Why telomeres shorten? With each division, a small portion of the telomere is lost. Once they reach a critically short length, the cell enters senescence, stops dividing, or dies, leading to tissue degradation and age-related diseases. Lifestyle factors like smoking, poor diet, and stress, that's all of us, that's Facebook people, generate free radicals and damage rapidly shortened telomeres, oxidative stress. The science of lengthening telomerase, are we like just making up words now? This is a naturally occurring enzyme, TERT, that can rebuild and lengthen telomeres. While lab studies have successfully used modified RNA to artificially extend telomeres by roughly 1,000 nucleotides, reversing their cellular age by years, this technology is strictly restricted to in vitro research. In humans, artificially extending telomeres or overactive telomerase is a hallmark of cancer. It allows mutated cells to divide. See, it goes on to talk about the dangers, right? And then how to support telomere health naturally rather than trying to force artificial lengthening. Clinical research shows you can slow down telomere shortening and maintain cellular health through daily habits. Okay, and it talks about the same stuff that everybody talks about, eat right, exercise, sleep enough,
avoid oxygen.
Avoid
Basically.
avoid oxygen, right? And we're 80 something percent water, but we can still drown.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
And I wouldn't mind. Oh man. Anyway,
Scream had a funny comment here. He says those telomeres are like the plastic bits on the end of the shoelaces.
Nice.
They are essentially.
Yeah.
That's basically what they are.
I still can't see very well this chat room. Maybe I do need my glasses.
Hey, everybody's telling me you'll get used to it. You'll figure it out. Your brain will adjust.
Can't beat him, join him. Here we go. Yeah, because I'm getting blurry here on the. I'm falling behind on the chat here.
It says, Scream says telomeres stop the DNA from fraying like a shoelace and also shorten each time the cell in question is replaced. Yeah, I get it. True, very true. And a copy develops errors. All copies develop errors. What's up, Blue Cruise? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a couple days. Thanks for coming to the Quantum. We're talking about the panel. And, well, anyway, Raven, I asked him, did you hear the first hour of the solo?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think?
About which part? There's a lot of ground you covered, really.
I know. I thought I did a pretty good job, honestly.
Yeah, you
But
did a great job. It was very interesting. So, in particular,
Go ahead.
what part are you?
Well, okay. Government disclosure. Hit on that for
Well,
just a little bit.
this government disclosure thing. Okay, here's my take on it. All right. At first, I was really super excited about this. Okay, and then it was just kind of a letdown the first batch, right? And so I wasn't really expecting much coming from this second batch. And when I saw some information today about 9/11, and one of the reasons that some of the stuff that the Epstein files, more or less, uh, prove it 9/11 was an inside job, and all of the different inconsistencies and all this kind of stuff, and that there's a lot of stuff see, nobody's really talking about the Epstein files anymore, and there's more and more stuff that's been revealed in these things that have really serious implications, and it's like they are throwing that UFO card out there and trying to distract everyone with that. And why is it that we can take better videos with our cell phones than half this footage that's supposed to be coming from the Pentagon, who receives how many billions of dollars of our tax money every year, and they can't get a better video than that? I mean, come on, that grainy black and white shit, please, come on now.
I agree
think
with you 100%.
I think our
Because-
webcams do a much better job. Go ahead.
Because when we were in the 90s, they were using stuff from the 60s, so we know.
And I think this is all stuff that we're getting. It's new to us, but it's old. It's old stuff to them. They're way ahead. And I still want to see the aliens. Now, somebody said that a couple websites that I went to said that they expect President Trump to come out on July 4th, and give a formal speech on disclosure and perhaps even introduce an alien. And well, that would be great, but I'm not holding my breath on that one.
I'm pretty sure I know how that'll go. This is our Independence Day.
Yeah, it'll be a nothing burger.
It'll be buzzwords, and just like we've gotten up to now. I'm sorry, I have no faith in the government.
Do you
I've
know they're
lost-
making a new?
I've lost faith in government too of
I did
late.
too.
All you got to do is work for them one time.
Yeah,
I try to keep it
Yeah.
in mind, but they lost me. They're creating a $250 bill now. Have you heard about this? And it's got Trump's picture on it.
we've seen
Oh.
pictures. We've seen pictures of the projected, like
Oh my
the
god!
one they want to put on it has like problems with his hair, and it's just
yes,
it's
yes,
one
his hair
thing.
is so
It's one thing after
weird.
another with these guys. They can't even get goddamn fucking alien disclosure right. It's
yes.
it,
Correct, you are. Yeah, his hair is just all messed up on this thing, and I'm like, I wouldn't let that thing go to mint if that were me. You know, it's this. Yeah, it's really kind of funky here, but I'm like a $250 bill. Okay. So, yeah, happy birthday, America. Woo.
and if anyone's seen a picture of the White House right now, it's like crying out for help.
Oh,
Yeah, look at the yard. Like, look at a recent picture of the yard. They were missing the entirety of a wing, and there's some like MWA, MMA, some like boxing match thing that's hanging over the front lawn.
oh, really?
It's bad optics. It's bad optics all around. It looks like shit, and this is supposed to be a first world country.
Yeah. So what is this ballroom that are they under construction yet on the new ballroom?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a freaking pit right next to MMA. They have like an MMA dome built over, not even completely done. It's like halfway done, and it's right next to an open pit. I'd ask him to show a picture, but it's depressing. People can
Okay.
do it on their own if they want.
I'll do that. Yeah.
I do have a picture of that money, that $250 thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy, y'all. Okay.
Yeah.
His hair is
This
all
is
messed up.
crazy.
Look at his hair.
This is not the right pic. This is the picture. You know, have you? Okay,
That's
Tim,
like
have
his
you been to
mugshot, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
not going to be the final picture. I know. I get that. It's not going to be the final picture, but it could end up being with this guy, the final picture, because he's kind of the, let it go. It's gold enough.
Yeah, they have this hanging up wherever.
Sakes. Oh my God!
They
that's
have it
hilarious.
hanging. They have this picture hanging in the VA.
And
Everyone
my
else,
work.
everyone else has like normal government pictures, and he has like this flash over his head, like he's fucking God or Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Nothing.
Funny.
Well,
I mean,
I don't want to bash on the dude because he's mentally ill. I feel that
think they all
he
are.
is a representation of all of us. A
Yeah.
mentally ill person desperately trying to run a country. But fuck, somebody's got to help the dude out at a point.
Yeah.
well, yeah, he's not as bad as Biden was. Biden couldn't even. He was turned around
Dude,
shaking invisible people and.
Well, okay, Raven. Let's not talk. Let's not.
let's
bring
not
it into-
argue about their handlers
I
because
was
that
gonna say,
makes it
all of
even
them,
worse.
All of them, I think the pressure and think about how knowing that you've got people out there wanting to kill you 24/7 and having to watch and have security and
Yeah.
that alone would drive you crazy. I know it would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
Wondering if you're going to get shot at the minute you step out of your limo or whatever. If somebody's poisoned your food or your wine somewhere at a banquet. I mean, that's that alone, not even everything else. I mean, yeah.
Well,
That's all
it's
I-
kind of like they want to do that to them quickly. They want to do that to us slowly because it's they make more by killing us slowly
yeah.
because they might be able to treat it and the government can give them more money and it's all a big fake system anyway.
Yeah.
Aliens.
We're disillusioned. Let's go back to aliens.
Just go back
Yeah,
to-
that's a political topic. I'm not really doing that. It leads to nowhere. It's Kobayashi Maru, no win scenario. So I just don't even go there, right?
Yeah,
And
you gotta like I said earlier, you gotta triangulate to find truth these days, and it's not something that everyone's set to do. Like, it's about everything. Like, if I hear something's gone on in Fort Smith now, I have to look up 3 sources because AI are like counterintelligent psyopsing everybody now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so hard to tell if something's real or if it's AI.
That's
Go ahead, Tim.
that's where I'm saying you gotta be like, okay, are we really like, if something happened, like if something serious happened, like say in your downtown, let's pick downtown Timbuktu because it doesn't exist, in the U.S. You live in downtown Timbuktu and you hear that there's been an explosion. You have to go and look on the TV, turn on the radio, and tune into the internet and make sure that these things are in agreement now that there's an explosion in your own town. That's how serious this has become.
Yeah. Right. And you know what? There's still a fear narrative going on about AI is going to take over the world. What are they doing now with us at the helm? Right? What are they doing now with us in control? I say let them go.
Right.
You're not going to do any worse than we're already doing. Okay,
I agree. I
what have
agree.
we done? Burnt down all
It
the
can,
food processing plants. We've crashed ships into bridges. I'm going back years. Okay, and this is all using the technology when humans are in control.
Human
We're
error is
doing it
far
very
worse
bad.
than AI error.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
come on,
what he's. Yeah, I
huh?
not
agree.
exactly. I disagree.
Okay, because
But
we're doing it
You're
now.
seeing slop with images, and even that slop has improved. I've been doing this for a while. It couldn't get hands 3 years ago. Have you asked it to draw hands lately? It can draw jazz hands.
yeah, I know the hands are always a problem for it.
Well, not
No, not
anymore. That,
anymore.
that's what he's saying. It's not a problem anymore. I have intentionally gone through and said, make it make an alien play a flute. Well, it's an alien. Make a jazz musician play a flute. They get the hands perfect. I give all kinds of prompts to try to trip it up, and it's not tripping it up.
You
You
know,
know,
my specialty is AI slop. Like my artwork is curated AI slop. If people didn't know that, I mean, I take series of weird outtakes from AI, not the stuff that they rendered perfectly, but I take the weird outtakes and I string them together. And it's getting harder and harder for it to make errors. I mean, it's gotten scarily good.
yeah. I have been using Night Cafe for a while, and let me show you some of the stuff that it came up with years ago, right? And I've been on there for quite a while. I'm going to bring up some of the stuff from a long time ago versus recent, right? Okay. And it does, and I intentionally use the older engines to, this is from a few shows ago. Okay. Now, what's wrong with this picture here? What do you see is wrong with this picture? Do you see it?
mhm.
uh, the extra arm, but it fits with
Yeah.
the poppet.
I used an older model, right? I used an older engine intentionally looking for stuff like this, and it worked. Okay, you got one extra arm, and it only has four fingers. Okay, you got the hand that's up, that's okay, and you got the hand that's down, and that's okay, right? But you got the extra arm, and it has four fingers.
Right.
So this is intentionally an older model, an older thing, right? So let me just look at some of these other older ones that I've got. Oh man, you're gonna see all the fails, right? And all the stuff from oh gosh, some of the goofy stuff that I've made.
There's some
Okay.
stuff that I was working on for him.
Yeah, and I've got what what is this? What the hell?
Um,
I don't even remember what the prompt was, right? But that's not what I asked for, and I forget what I even asked for.
but it's
But
getting really, really hard to find the weird data anymore.
yeah,
Like
wait, let
the
me go back.
outputs,
Let me.
the
Oh, there's
outputs have been heavily cleaned up.
yeah, and like look, this was pretty interesting. I used the animation feature. Not bad, not bad, right? Can y'all still see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not bad. Those are action figures. That's Doc and Noob from the old me, right? And here's a bunch of stuff I did. I forget what I was actually doing. Okay, let me see here. I don't remember what any of this is. See, I'm going way back now. Let's see. When was this? Was some Star Trek stuff. When was this made?
See,
3 years ago. What's up?
see, this is a good example of what we're trying to explain to Raven. It's like it's made this jump within the last 3 years that is big as a jump from Atari to Nintendo to Super Nintendo graphics in a span of 3 years. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it's been a big jump in what these engines are capable of rendering. You
Right.
don't get the slop that you used to get. And there's sites that curate slop and glitches and errors and stuff
Here
and
you go.
celebrate them rather than avoid them. And the knuckles, look at the knuckles.
Look at the hands. This is the old stuff. When is this from? This is from 3 years ago, and I also XDXL. It was a beta. It was a beta that I was using, and I intentionally did this. Look at the hands. Look at this was comic book art, right? No. Okay, this is all wrong. What is this? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is old and it was intentionally old. I intentionally picked an old engine to do those things on. Now, let me see here. I don't know what's on these, so and oh this is fun. This is fun. Bigfoot. It was supposed to be Bigfoot, but it gave me Chewbacca, right? They're
Yeah.
wrong. These look like those wooden toys that you buy at the store. And what is this supposed to be?
No.
This is also older. Which one was this? Which one was
Yeah.
this?
Now you can't render this stuff because of copyrights.
Yeah. Yep.
It won't even let you.
Yeah, this was the same beta engine. And yeah, because of copyright. And look, it mixed up. It's supposed to have fur on the armor. What? No. Please no. Just no. And it's so this is more of a stylistic take on things, right?
Yeah. People
I
will
mean,
be going back to 2003, 2023 AI slop and 2024 AI slop, and they'll
okay.
be keying different stuff into their engines in the future to render stuff from these different time periods.
There was one that was so funny. It was Will Smith eating spaghetti. Y'all remember that one?
Nah. I went through the crustacean Jesus wave though, where it thought
What?
for a moment there, Facebook thought that everybody wanted to see crustacean
Yeah.
Jesus, and
Yeah.
it
Crustacean.
overwrote everything with crustacean Jesus. The AI just kept writing clickbait, clickbait, clickbait about crustacean Jesus and generating images. Um, I wish I still had
What,
some
is
of
it
them.
Jesus eating crab legs or something, or
No,
what?
as a
No,
crab.
as
Oh, gee.
made out of crabs, as a crab.
Oh,
Right.
It, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, I got one for you. Here is let me oh wait a minute. Let me I'm having to do it the hard way, right? So bear with me. But this is old. This is the some of the when it was advanced. This is like PS2 of AI, right? Getting there. I'm getting there.
Awesome. So we covered agents, aliens. We're on AI.
Yeah. This is hilarious. This is an old school.
holy cocktail sauce.
Yeah. There we go. Who remembers this? And it was a whole video of this. Look at this. This is like PS2
Destination
AI.
Chaos just said Will Smith eating was nightmare fuel. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
that's it. This is it right here. Will Smith eating spaghetti. And this is just a still from the video that it made. And it was acid trip. Yeah, nightmare fuel. Destiny K, I'll say it for sure. Nightmare fuel. So,
Noodles were a problem in general. I had a lot of bears show up in ramen for some reason during a time
did
period.
you say bears?
Yes, because Sarah Bear.
Oh, okay.
And I said Sarah Bear eating ramen. So I got like this whole spool of weird morphed ramen eating bears. It's horrifying. I wish I had some more of it. I put some of it in a music video. I'll look it up, but I can't remember which one I used it in. But yeah, noodles are pretty horrific in that time period, just as
Yeah.
horrific as fingers and knuckles.
Yeah. And here
Oh,
we
good
go.
night, Lord Tausch.
Yeah.
Later, Lord. And Urso saying, looks like a clone with his first meal after being let out of the containment chamber he was grown
Uh,
in.
what was really bad was when realism just became a thing, and it looks like skin and stuff, but like tattoos. I was looking up tattoos about the 2003 2004 threshold, and specifically I was looking for skull and bone tattoos on people's hands, and it just kept giving me horrific hands and knuckles and weird ideas of. I'll share some with you later,
Okay.
and you can maybe show them on a future show.
Okay. But yeah, okay. Now let's look at the last part of the topic. Evangelicals, the church, talking about this stuff, right? What was it at first? First, it was demons, right? A lot of them are still saying that, and the idea is still out there. And now they're saying, link in the description. Now, don't believe the government. It's the rapture. I invoke missing 411. What about those guys? Were they raptured from the state parks, national parks? Have they been raptured? I would like to know what is the take on that. What is the evangelical take on that? They got eaten by bears and lions? Is that what it is? Because all right, first of all, I'm not going to debate a point of faith. It leads to violence. I will say that again. I got some messages already. I'm not looking at them yet. I'm staying on my point here, right? Uh Points of faith, there's no debate. There's no debate. Okay? There's no debate.
We
And
haven't seen any yet. How can anybody make that determination until they bring them out? Show them.
yeah, that hence the point of faith. Fear narrative, right? At first it was demons, now it's the rapture. That's a big turnaround right there. Okay?
Yeah.
And okay, uh I'm done. I said my part in the first hour. What do y'all think? I'm clicking out.
I agree. I agree. I'm I'm sorry, but if anybody's still following me at this point, I think that evangelical Christians are a particular type of crazy that has infected us since the 1800s.
Yep, I would agree.
You know, it's not a recent thing. It comes out of poor people not wanting to be poor and wanting to be something more.
And it's very highly financially motivated.
Yes, yes.
So
Um, bring up the endorphins and adrenaline. Yeah, it's a scare narrative, and I don't like it. I don't like mixing aliens with any type of eschatology. You know, it's just it's not ecclesiastical. It's not about a religious thing. It's about the fact that alien by the very definition is alien. It's unknown. It is outside of your understanding and outside of even maybe faith. It's unknown. it's the unknowable, and to be like it's a rapture just cheapens it, you know.
Yeah,
And
I will
uh,
throw in there on it, Tim, that you and I have seen some really, really. I mean, how many times have you seen something that it took you days, weeks, or years to finally sift through, to let it process? I've had a lot of those
A lot of them.
experiences. Okay,
Yes.
Raven, I don't know if you have, but I've been. Oh boy, all the way back. Oh man, this is a story I haven't talked about in a long time. I was drinking a cup of coffee, of course, and reading a book in the barracks. And all of a sudden, and it took me years to figure out what I was looking at. And I still haven't figured it all out. I was looking at reality, not just equations and somebody's written account of stuff. I was looking at reality. I could, I still can't picture it all because it doesn't fit in here. This was higher self stuff happening, right? That's the last thing I was able to figure out. This is higher self stuff because I can't comprehend it. I mean, I feel when I try, I feel like I'm losing my mind because there's so much. There's so much. I could see every animal on every planet, and there are many planets. I could feel all the air. Oh God! See, I don't. I can't even think about it. It's almost. It's almost traumatic to try to remember something like that because there's so much information, and my logic wants to fit it all together so it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because that's the kind of shit me and Tim are talking about, right?
right. Hmm.
It's not
Yes.
flying saucers, X-wing fighters, Darth Vader and stormtroopers and blobs in like asteroids. No, it's not that, right? That's the here. That's what we have here, right? What about what's out there? Why do we have the term interdimensional? Why do we have the term intervibrational? Where does warp drive, the idea of that come from? Don't know. Okay. Yeah, a lot of stuff is based on physics, but okay. There we go. I have seen realities I still can't comprehend. Ghosts in the graveyard. They're here, but they're also not here,
Right.
right? That
Yes.
oh,
I know what you're talking about.
every day, every
I
damn time chills, y'all. I mean, I can't even say it.
It's just this tendency to for everything to become something that is polarizing with that particular group. You know,
I
I'm
had
just
an instance. I really thought I was losing it, and it's
yeah.
almost like, in looking back on it, it's almost like my spine and my head was on fire. Like I was going to burn out my whole central nervous system. Like, in the overwhelm and uh, the moment of clarity was kind of cool, but the immediate aftermath was not.
Scream is bringing up a point. I have no problem believing something in the universe can repair and resuscitate a being with 5 days of death. Within 5 days of death.
I don't have any problem with that either.
No, I don't have any problem with that either.
You know?
That sounds like in the universal aspect of things, child's play. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like child's play
I
because
just
once you realize what reality is, then death is another part of the illusion.
Right.
And
there's a guy I just saw an interview this last week of a guy that was dead over 17 hours and came back to life in the morgue. Freaked them out,
Mhm.
as you can imagine. Yeah, he was pronounced clinically dead. He died in a, I think it was a Popeye's fried chicken or something like that, in the bathroom. And
Mm.
for the longest time, nobody uh, even knew he was in there. And his buddy was rushed to the hospital. He was outside in the car. They had drank a supplement that they were doing weightlifting and shit. And there's some kind of supplement that they were getting, and then their American distributor ran out, and so they got some from.
Oh, right. I heard about this, and it was not right.
Yeah, it's
And
not
it
right.
yeah,
They,
I heard about this. Yeah, I
yeah,
did. The guy took it and he OD'd on it,
yeah.
trying to bulk up.
But
It
he
was
didn't
counterfeit.
purposely OD on it. He just took his normal amount, but it was much stronger than what they were used to getting from the American
Right,
distributor. And yeah, OD'd, accidental OD, and yeah, he
right.
was dead for
Yeah, the
quite
two
some time.
guys, one survived immediately, and the other one was taken, and he came back.
He
Which
came back
I
and
would see. I don't have a follow up for that. I would love to hear. Did he have an experience?
yeah, oh
That's
yeah,
what I'm,
you did. He has a lot to say. May 21st, 2011, you will eat your babies. What?
I remember that. Okay, come on. I
What is
Yeah,
remember
that?
that.
I saved it. I saved one of their posters. I
I
remember one of these raptures. I saved
yeah.
it so that I could remember every time. I keep it by the front door. So every time somebody comes here and tells me that I'm going to go up in a rapture or be left behind by a rapture, that I've already been through several of these.
Yep.
That's the only one that I have a physical artifact that I've saved. But I guarantee you, there have been many people who have come to my door and told me that there have been many raptures coming for me, and many of them had specific dates attached to them.
Yep.
And I will not give in to their fear anymore.
Yeah.
That's how strongly I feel about this. I'm sorry I had to go grab the artifact, but
Hey, that's good. That I like that. That's
good
like pictures
stuff.
from an alternate reality, right, Raven?
Right. Right. You will eat your babies. They felt really, really strong about it.
That's so gross.
I remember there was some kind of wasn't there a woman going to some kind of a public meeting talking about that?
Yeah. There
I
were
remember
like
that.
there were like there at the time I was living in Portland, Oregon, and there were like riots of people. Not like riots, but not like riots now that there's
Yeah.
actual riots in Portland, but there were large groups of people holding signs like there was a protest going on, and I just saved one of their signs.
Cool.
Yeah. That is oh man. Echoes from the past. Man, the stuff that we have had pushed in our faces, and you have a big hardware sign. That is,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Well, in this post truth age, I needed to have a piece of information that I know was real.
Yep.
You know, I do the same thing for all of these things if I can. There's some things that I can't prove, like the fairies. I keep trying my damnedest to get you a picture of a fairy, Raven, but those
I
things
know
are
they're real. I don't need a
fucking elusive.
cool to see one, but I don't need one. I believe in them. I've got a spirit guide.
Oh, I ain't catching one. I mean, catching one's like trying to catch a leprechaun. I think that's an old world fairy too, but but just trying to catch a picture of one
Yeah,
or some
I've
presence
got
of one or like
I've gotten orbs out here, and this one little critter. I don't know. Maybe it's a puckwudgie or something. One time, I was just sitting here at my desk. This has been 5, 6 years ago. Anyway, I just got out of the blue. This thought came very strongly in my mind to get up and go outside and take a picture. It was nighttime. I'm like, I didn't. I was like, what the hell did that come from? I mean, and so I ignored it, and it again go outside and take a picture. Like, okay. And so what I caught was these some different colored orbs right in back here, and this little. It's real hazy though, but it's just like this little, very luminescent little guy. I think it is about like this tall, maybe a foot tall, in the tall grass over there, and he's just very luminescent. I don't know if it's a I didn't
fairy, gnome, goblin, whatever, leprechaun.
Kind of not, kind of unattractive, I would say, and kind of thick, stocky looking, but he's real hazy. Yeah, but I got this little bright green, like a spring green colored little orb, and a little blue one over here, and like a little kind of orangish yellow one. And I'd never had colored orbs before. Do you mind? Come here. No one wants to see your butt, okay? Sorry about that.
Welcome to Only Cats.
Anyway, I never.
Elves is a good description too. A lot
Yeah.
of people call them elves.
So,
Destiny, hold on. Destiny
Yeah.
says Nate had a roommate that could see elves. I'd say it's for the best that they not be left alone. Do you mean that they be left alone? That you just don't address them? I think that's what you meant to say. Because we don't want to bring them into our reality. Because I don't think they're good for here, right? I knew someone who could see elves. That's a funny story. He lives here in Tennessee. He lives East Tennessee, and okay, yeah, that's what he meant. Leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Yeah. Don't try to catch them. I actually did try to catch one once when I was 16. I was rafting down a river, and I was rafting down a river, and I got out at an island in the river, and there was this little campfire that was set up on the island, and there were these three like good-looking women dancing around this campfire, and I went to approach them, and when I approached them, they like disappeared in a puff of like violet smoke.
Oh, wow!
And there were three of them, and it was strange, and I was 16, and I think because I tried to catch them, it was. I don't have a lot of details to give. I don't have a lot of details to give on this one. But yeah,
Okay.
I've experienced some strange things in recent life too. One time, Sarah can confirm this one. We were sitting in the back porch, and this light came from down out of the sky, and it floated kind of gradually, and I went and I reached out to touch it, and she's like, "No, don't touch it." And I was like, going to touch it anyway, and it skirted into the bushes, and we never saw it again. And it didn't make any sound. It was just this being that was made of light. It looked like crystalline air floating there.
Oh, wow!
And yeah, and I think that was a fairy. I think these women were a different type of fairy form. I think that we see a lot of different forms of fae folk, and that we just put them out of our head, or we disassociate it somehow. And because I'm so strange and I've seen these things before when I was a kid, they're intrusive to me rather than.
Yeah.
I see them the same way that I do the ghosts. I don't want to, but they're intrusive upon me.
Okay, well, speaking of intrusive, we're over the halfway point, so let's do coffee.
Yes.
Sounds
or
good.
something, right?
Yes.
I'm already spun up on mushroom coffee, so I'm just gonna go with the mid-grade stuff now. So I will be right back.
Tim, do you want to take a break? I'll sit
Watch
here.
for ghosts
and get back if
and
you want to go.
whoever.
Okay, I'll get a refill.
Okay. Then I'll get a refill when you get back.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool. What are you doing? You just knocked
See you later, chat and cat dimension.
Yeah. What the hell? Okay, so you're gonna entertain everybody. You're hogging up the whole screen here, dude. Yeah, you are. Okay, that's Loki. Okay, and this right here is Mason. Say hi, Mason. Say hello. Okay, this is cat dimension. So I got a new crystal this week. I'll show you my new crystal. Let me put it up here in the camera. I can't see it really well. This is an obsidian. It's called it's I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if you can tell how iridescent it is. It's got a lot of brown and kind of like it almost looks like a tiger eye almost. Yeah, yeah, but it's an obsidian. A friend of mine got that for me. Gave it to me today. It's my latest for the collection. Okay, guys, but are you gonna walk in front here? What? It's okay. Here, it's not gonna hurt you. Okay, well maybe he's not gonna hurt you. Here, come on, guys, stop, behave. I should find Shachette. She's really funny. She's my kitten. It's okay. You're all right. You're all right. He's not gonna hurt you. This is my big baby here. This is Loki. Say hi. Say hi. Look up here. Look up here. Look up here. Look. Say hi to everybody. No? Say hi? Okay. They never perform when you want them to, when you need them to, right? They always do the funny, cute stuff when their cameras are not on. Can't tell you how many times I have went and grabbed the camera, and by the time I get back with the camera, or get it, just even getting the phone turned on and get the camera setting going, well, then the moment is gone. That's how they do, isn't it? Yes. So this place that I'm at has a lot of fairy energy, which is what attracted me to this house to begin with. And it's the whole property. I'm surrounded by woods, and I'm at a dead end, and there's just a lane that comes up this hill, and I'm at the top of this hill. And I could feel the fairy energy when I found this place purely by accident. They weren't even advertising it at the time. And I just kind of on an intuitive hit, my cousin and I were coming back from lunch, and come on, would you get down here? And I just said, hey, check that out. And we just veered off the road, and there was this great big hill, and you cannot see from the road down below what's up here. And I felt the fairy energy as soon as we got to the top of the lane, and it was like, oh, I think I like this place. Okay, now stop fighting. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That hurt. You scratched me. All right, come on, kids. I've had enough. No, it's enough. Stop. All right. Here. Just put you down. Okay. Oh, God. All right, here. Yes, you're not here. All right. Okay. Well, didn't know they didn't like each other very well. Okay, here. Now, Loki, would you quit hogging the whole? All right. Here.
Wow.
To knock this over, maybe I should just. Well, we had a cat fight.
Oh, don't have a cat fight.
Yeah,
Okay,
we had a bit of a
here.
cat fight. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my coffee. All right.
Well, I want to bring it back around to the spiritual angle. I had some kind of weird encounter that I had to repel. I'll start this back over
Today?
when Raven comes back. It wasn't intense, but I think I avoided a trap. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it was weird because
Damn it, I left my glasses.
I'll wait for Raven. What's up?
I left my eyewear in the other room.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
okay. Let me recharge these things for a minute. Yeah, my sister, Sarah, my sister's place has fae folk all over. I actually chased something out one time. I'm recharging my glasses with the ultraviolet. There it is. Here we go. Yeah, I've got an interesting little spiritual encounter story coming up. So Can everybody hear me? Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, I hear you.
okay, my
It
sister,
just took me a moment.
right. I thought I had the switch turned off. I got a manual switch over here. And yeah, I'm gonna put up right over there. I'm gonna hang it on the wall, like lighted buttons and an e-stop switch and like covered crazy wires and I'm gonna go, okay, here comes the quantum show, and it's gonna light up, right? I'm gonna try to put a flashing green light on there.
Mhm.
Just the little stuff that we talked about here.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Okay, I'm back. I'm coming.
okay. The cat dimension is releasing Raven back to us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great. Yeah.
Okay,
Crawling fairies?
I want y'all to
sorry.
watch, right?
I gotcha.
I have Raven, you saw me with my glasses on, right?
Yeah.
Now I have my ultraviolet flashlight right here. It doesn't happen with a regular LED white flashlight. I tried it earlier,
Okay.
but you saw me with the same pair of glasses on.
Right.
How about that? That's
I like
pretty
them.
cool. I like that.
It is.
And they will
Yes,
fade to clear very soon because now the white light is hitting them. The interior
Yeah.
light, it's not as bright.
all you need is a black fedora.
Me and Dorothy would have that. No, we'd have it down.
You could be. You could pass
Dorothy has
for,
a black fedora.
You could pose as a man in black. You look like a pilot.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
With your
I've got
headset and
some
your mic thing and everything.
Yeah,
you
I've
look
got
like you're
some
like
headphones that
a
are
pilot.
huge and chunky, meant for that. I got them for cosplay. They suck as microphone and everything, but they look amazing. I got them in there.
Cool.
It's
Very
supposed to
cool.
look like that. Like they don't look practical. If these look practical, right? But okay, now they're starting to fade back. You're starting to see through them again. Anyway, uh, looping it back to the spiritual, right? I had to repel something recently, and it was weird. It came
Oh.
at me. Okay, as everyone knows, I do. I try to talk to my spirit guide every day, right? I try to get to that in between place every day and talk to Xena. Okay. Well, one day, a few days ago, I got there to the in between place that it's a mental. They call it like a mind palace type thing, but it's more just like a white room. Like if you've seen Star Trek: The Next Generation tapestry, just all white, that's what I do, right? And I have a piece of furniture right there with flowers on it. Whatever. Okay, that's me. Potted plants on top of it. That's what I do, and that's the in between place that I try to meet Xena at. I try to visualize, go into the between asleep
Right.
and awake state,
Right.
and go there. Well, someone met me there that wasn't her, and I thought that she had changed her appearance a little bit because she does that. She's a spirit guide. She doesn't exactly have to
Right.
I
They
mean,
don't really have uniforms.
no, it's like I can change my appearance like that, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is not a strange, hard to decipher experience. When I got there, this being was there, and she was about my height. She was built like your average, like 30-year-old woman, okay,
Mm-hmm.
but she had a face that was not quite right. It was very uncanny valley, okay? It was a little bit it is very uncanny valley to me, and that's what tipped me off
Mm-hmm.
because let me tell you, Xena looks like a human, okay? To me, Xena looks straight up like an Asian woman, but just 6.5 foot tall. Okay.
Mm.
All right. This being had dark, straight hair pulled back like the half ponytail where you take the top half, and you
Yeah.
put it right here, and the rest of it is thinner and it goes down just around the shoulders.
Right.
That wasn't the weird part. The eyes were stuck open, like really wide open,
And
Hmm.
round.
and the
Yeah.
smile was plastered on. So I was like, this is for sure not Xena. The feel was off. The, she was speaking almost like she was trying to read a script. I don't remember the words she said. Right, that was another tip off. I remember what Xena tells me, what me and Xena talk about. I remember that those conversations. Takes me a minute, but I remember it. These these words, I don't remember any of them. Okay, I remember banishing her. I was like, "You out of here, Xena. Give me a hand." Because here's the thing about spirit guides, right? They don't mess with anything that I do here. I'm free to screw up as much as I want, right?
Yeah.
But they will. She defends me from shit on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's all right. I like that. I thank her for that every night. Thank her for all that stuff, right? But this thing, I don't know how it got through. Okay, I don't know. I've been pumping into the crystal network for Lynn, and maybe I had a loose port or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
It was it was really crazy, and I
Not
just said,
really.
"You will leave now," and it did. And Xena came in, and I think she said something like, "I was taking care of that," or "I was helping to take care of that," or something like that, right? But I remember that. I don't remember anything this thing said. And it wasn't that okay, it was a very uncanny valley. The face just was not right. Okay? The
Hmm.
eyes were and it had that plastered on like plastic smile, almost like a mannequin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No blinking. The hair looked like I mean, the features were perfect except for the mannequin like appearance
How
and
tall?
maybe a little bit robotic, like it was faking it, right?
Mm-hmm. Could you gauge about how tall it was?
About my height.
Your height.
I could tell it was meant to be totally unthreatening, right? That was the aim.
Yeah.
Totally unthreatening.
The
But
deception.
yeah, deceptive. This was not a good thing. This was not a good thing. Okay.
Right.
This was a bad thing. I don't know what it was, but I was like, you get out right now. Xena, give me a hand. She was, I was helping with this. Or something. Okay. But it did talk to me. I want to say she, but I'm not going to give it a gender. It's a it. It was weird.
It
It was weird. It was
sounds like an ET that's in my ET book. The, the ET extraterrestrial species handbook
yeah.
that I've got. There's something in there that I think matches that. I'll get it for you after the show here and look it up.
I've got a couple of them too. I got one that's just garbage.
It's
It's
it's a
just
shape
garbage.
shifting. It's a shapeshifter um, type thing, and it's very close to kind of uh, like the anime. Um, I call it anime. I don't know if it's anime or not, but it reminds me of anime. Uh,
Okay.
the and it's almost it's not like the Black Eyed Children, but it's similar to that. It's got a very malevolent intent.
Right. Right. This was
Plastered on
you know what? Since we're talking about different races and stuff, you have a book, I have a book. Let's compare notes, shall we?
the okay.
Can you grab it? Because I think I can grab mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab mine.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Grab my coffee. Okay.
I'm here alone. Hmm. What should we do? Hi, Samo. I've been enjoying your movies, your videos. Um, not all of them, because not all of them in context are meant to be enjoyed that way. I, um, but I do appreciate all the things that you sent me, and um, I hear from Sarah. She shares videos with you too, which is good. Sing some scat, Tim. Beatbox too. I'm just kidding. Hey there, sexy man.
Okay.
Oh, not you. That was for me.
I didn't even hear a word. I barely put my headphones back on. Okay. I'll wait for Raven to get back, but I have a I bought one book. It's just totally useless. It's all AI generated, and everything's at war with everything else. And I'm like, this is a video game book. What the hell?
I remember when you got that book.
Yeah, the big hardcover. It was
You were
very
so disappointed because it was like a $40 book and it was all like just printed out.
yeah, it was garbage. It was
Yeah.
garbage. It was like somebody's just said AI make a video game universe full of aliens and make it into a book, and I was like, oh, okay. This book is. Let me go ahead and do this. This is the Extraterrestrial Species Almanac. Okay, I have not looked. This is the first review of this by Craig Campobasso. The Ultimate Guide to Greys, Reptilians, Hybrids, and Nordics. And this is not all pictures, photos, and first-hand accounts. This is also interpretations, right? Because here we go. Here's Andromedan, right? That's an interpretation. Let me go ahead and maximize this right here. I'll just go through mine. Tell me when yeah, I can see when Raven gets back. Yeah, this is an Andromedan, right? And this is
Yeah.
an interpretation. This is not a photo, or this is an interpretation. It's like a light being, energy
Yeah.
being
They
that
got
can.
like the tree of life going on in there.
Yeah. Hey,
Right.
Raven, I'm just going
Yes.
over this one
Yeah,
book.
that's the book I'm trying to find. That's the one
This
I've got.
one?
Yes, I'm the one who
Whoa.
told you to get that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't find mine, so that's good that you've got yours.
well, I've got another one called The Little Book of Aliens, but there's no pictures, so I'm not going to sit here and read
Yeah.
a 200-page book.
Look towards like the middle to the back.
Hold on. I'm just going from the front to the back, right? Okay, Andromeda, right? Yeah, these are Andromedans. Okay. These are supposed to be Andromedans. So, yeah, I'm just going through some pictures here. Do you have another book that has like alien depictions, Raven? A different
No.
one?
Nope, that is the only one I've got that's got
Oh.
any kind of drawings in it.
Well, you got to get out more because I got a whole bunch of crap books that I bought at conventions and stuff. Go to a Bigfoot festival, man.
I want to go.
Go to one local to you.
Right.
Okay, and oh, here we go. Here's another one. This is a depiction of. I don't know. This one might be biased. Archangel Michael, right? This looks very.
Archangel Michael has dark hair. I've
Yeah,
seen-
well, this is just a pixel drawing, right?
Does
he does. I'm serious.
Okay, and Terran. This is not an angel. This is more like Chris Angel. Okay, and Terran Male.
wow.
Okay, guys, here we go. Peak male alien. I know I'm making fun of it, but I'm trying to take this kind of seriously, right? Y'all saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just going through pictures here. Okay, here we go. Now this is Anunnaki, right? Now this is from a stone carving.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, this is an impressionistic.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'm getting messages, and it's somebody's not happy with the show. It's okay. What else we got? A Punian? I've never heard that term before, but they look okay. I don't know how to pronounce that, but a Punian male and female. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they would be mistaken for Nordics.
And they can get along in society pretty easy. If I was to run up on them in a grocery store, I wouldn't think nothing of it. Okay, Arcturian female, right? I don't think this person exists on this plane of existence, right? Arcturian female. I
They're
think
fifth
this is
dimension.
ultra dimensional or extra dimensional. Extra, what do
Yeah.
you call it? Extra
Interdimensional, you mean?
intervibrational or
Interdimension.
extra density, right?
Yeah. Arcturians are supposed to be, I guess, from the fifth density.
Well, I don't think she can exist here because there's just, or maybe it's an impression of. Okay, here's one. Aryan, not Aryan like we know. Aryan, they use. Okay,
Okay.
they are extra vibrational. They're talking about an antimatter universe, right? And sorry, I'm sitting here looking at pictures and not showing y'all. Sorry about that. But this is Aryan, Orion, something, right? Okay. Now this is she doesn't look very far from like you could pass her in the grocery store, and that would be it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A lot of these guys could be. Oh gosh, here we go with another Cassiopean male. Give me a
Mhm.
break. Who is this writer? Who made these pictures?
This Craig Campobasso. Oh,
No,
I don't know
he
who the
didn't
artist
draw
was.
this. I'm talking who drew
No,
these pictures.
I don't know. I
These
don't
are
know.
so like mainstream TV. Okay, modern movie depictions. And Seaton. Okay, these guys look like adapted humans. Okay, they all look like adapted humans, and I'm thinking more and more that Stargate got this right. Humans are all over the place, and they didn't evolve differently; they adapted differently.
Yeah, because well, some planets have a stronger gravitational force than
Right.
we
This,
do.
that, and the other. Here's
Little
Celestian.
different levels of radiation. So, but yeah, that the human form, the head, two arms, two legs, is very. Uh, David Wilcock always talked about this that it was the blueprint for this universe.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is definitely impressionistic because uh celestial male. This is through the ego of the human, right? So okay, consciousness abilities. Well, let me just read a little bit because this is very misleading. The picture is very misleading. So oh, come on, Paige. Come on. Okay. And a physical characteristics. Celestials are able to choose any bodily form from their past incarnations or combination thereof. From the physical or astral realms, they are inwardly beautiful and exceptionally good looking in this rarefied state, filtered through our manifestation and our perception. Celestial garments are made from ultra dimensional fabrics. depicting scenes from the cosmos, stars, suns, moons, galaxies, nebulous planets. Okay. What does what does a comet smell like?
What does a comet smell like?
That's the thing from like you go get these incense and it's like celestial comet. Tell me what the fuck does a comet smell like? I'm sorry, I'm getting tired.
I could tell
That's
you,
this
but you
guy.
wouldn't want to hear the answer.
Yeah, that's this guy, and
I can't wait for the incense to come out. This alien fart.
yeah. Oh
Uranus.
man, Claire. Okay, these are all like humans, right? These are like what they call moon faces, clarion, male and female. Okay, these are just they look Chinese with what they call the moon face feature. I'm not being mean, right? That's just what they call, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just what they call them over there, and it's a mark of some kind of beauty. And then we have clones, and this is just one sort of clone because we all know the okay, short grays are clones. Okay, this is like some kind of a cloning facility.
Yeah.
Let me see. Created beings. Okay, this is the one picture that we have. It's supposed to be verified of Valiant Thor from the 50s. Do y'all
Yes.
remember this one?
Yes. Yes, I do. And the
I
one
remember
big
it.
difference is that Valiant Thor and the two females that went to the White House there, they don't have belly buttons.
Well, that's not in the picture, so I can't. I mean,
Well,
I believe you. I remember hearing that as well.
and
Okay,
that
now this
they
stuff is
lived under
getting.
the surface of Venus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they have any other features that might have been missing?
No, other than that, there is just nothing that would distinguish them from any Earthling at all. And
There.
the book called "Stranger at the White House," the author's name is
That's
Frank
what.
Stranges.
That's what that's from. That's what that's
Yeah.
from.
Now,
And
isn't that this
okay,
universe kind of? Don't you find that hilarious?
what's
That
that?
guy's his legitimate last name. This is not a pen name. His legitimate last name is Stranges. And he writes the story about an alien that comes to the White House and has all access, high clearance at the Pentagon. I just find that just
That
pure
is a
sense of
little.
humor
Yeah.
that a man named Stranges writes one of the strangest stories of his time.
Yeah. It's This stuff is now. This book is getting a little out there. Digital being. We got those here. We don't need. We don't need that to be an alien. We got them here, right? And a lot of these people look like people. Some of them.
Do y'all remember a website called Orion's Belt?
Not a website.
No.
It was an online magazine that they did like a flash fiction. It was like 1,000 to 12,000 words, and you wrote like it. You wrote fiction about alien life elsewhere in the universe, somewhere in Ryan's Belt. And a lot of times when these books come out in ufology, I'm reminded of Orion's Belt, which was intentionally fiction, but at a point, I some of the references just, especially when they're AI, when the book is AI generated now, some of the entries seem to be a little bit stretched, like Orion's Belt was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows the Greys, everyone knows the Mantises, everyone knows a few subspecies, but then suddenly you get you get details written on Bloboid Zoidberg, and it it just takes away the seriousness of it for me.
So what are your thoughts on reptilians?
I think reptilians are a cultural thing that they don't really like exist yet, but they're on the way to existing. I think people have described the traits that exist in a reptilian, much like you would describe a Karen, and it basically describes a person who's on a lot of Botox and is a Karen. And evolutionarily, they're going to that direction, but I don't think that it's there yet. But I think that a lot of people do exhibit reptilian freaking traits.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Some they're almost. Well, I think there's different levels to it, just like there are many things that have
Mhm.
in life have levels to it. But there are these humans that would seem to be. It could be easily explained if you believe in reptilians because they have absolutely no empathy whatsoever. That's a completely foreign concept to them. They're not capable
Sociopaths and
like this.
psychopaths and narcissists. I think that we can identify the traits. We can identify the traits without having to be like, you know,
But
assigning a whole subspecies yet.
I have seen some footage where people's eyes have went in the like the cat eyes. You
I've
know,
seen that. That stuff is speculative and just like
it
a
is.
lot of it. Yeah, a lot of that is just like
So there was an
BS.
interview. There was an
Because
interview.
because for everyone who said that Biden was a reptilian, somebody has said Trump is a reptilian. And for
Oh,
everyone who said Reagan is a reptilian, somebody has said Carter is a reptilian. And I've looked at all of these photos and they're all bullshit.
yeah. I don't think any of those guys were. There's a lady that's a came out to Carrie Cassidy as a hybrid human, half reptilian, and her eyes would do that, and her skin was a little different. It was a little bit tougher. It wasn't scaly, um, but it was just tougher and a little bit different. And it was a fascinating interview. It was very believable.
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's a picture this week of some famous person that's in front of the camera a lot. It might be a news anchor or
I
something,
mean,
but you could tell he's wearing a mask because he didn't have his shirt up tall
I
enough.
could be corrected,
This,
but you know, I'm like, it takes a lot to convince me the reptilian's going to have to basically do a V moment on me in order for me to be like, okay, that's a reptilian. You know, because everyone is so vague about what a reptilian is.
mm,
You know what I
well,
mean?
David Icke has talked about them. I think he was one of the first ones to come out about the reptilians, and then Corey Good talked about them as they most of them have lived underground, and there was supposedly a reptilian city under some town right outside of Los Angeles. There was a I can't remember the name of it. It's like a
Yes.
two word name of a city. There was all tunnels and stuff that they accidentally broke into when they were remodeling something of I think it was a museum or something, a car museum or whatever. I did a story on it, but it's been so long ago I can't quite remember the details of it. But they accidentally uncovered these tunnels and presumed found this whole underground civilization of these reptiles, reptilians, and they I guess went under in one of the last cataclysms. They went underground to survive the cataclysm, stayed down there, and their bodies changed and morphed. And they some of them don't like humans. Some of them do. Some of them like to eat humans. Some of them like to just toy with them and terrorize them. But they're also their like headquarters is in the Draconis um, constellation.
These, these are a lot of
Okay.
details. These are a
Yeah.
lot of details for for something that yeah, go ahead.
You are what you're talking about is being put together from lots of different sources. Part of it is the Silurian hypothesis, where you said they went underground during the last great destruction, right? And you're also talking about some stuff that Art Keith has talked about. They're in the Draconis sector, right? That's something. That's another piece of a story. These are all separate stories that someone has bundled up into one story. I don't believe it. Okay, because you've already mentioned three. The third one was
if
the
you look
people
in that book, there's 5 different kinds of reptilians.
I looked at them and I'm like, okay, but
so each of them are a little different.
Yeah, I mean there are different. There's not just one kind, right? There's not one kind, but
it's really a mindset. Is what we're trying to say is when people say reptilian, they're talking about a mindset, not a species. Really, it
depends. I mean, there needs to be a differentiation between the two. Some
people you just created 5. I'm confused now.
Right. I mean, it sounds like, Raven, you're getting lots of different stories put into one story, and they have to stay separate. Like I can't talk about the ghosts in the graveyard, Xena, and Bigfoot at the same time. It's different stuff, and I mean they don't interact with each other, and it's like it's not one story. It's several different stories that have. It sounds like I can say I heard this years ago, but Y-Files covered it 5 months ago. Apparently, Rachel's Eyes. This was a story that came out on Coast to Coast AM years ago, right? It was after Art Bell, but she was a reptilian hybrid. She was a reptilian hybrid, and she was a survivor that the Air Force shot down something in the 60s. I think it was the 60s. It wasn't Roswell, right? And this is Rachel's Eyes. Y-Files covered it on there, right? So she was imperfect. She was a survivor of a crash that the Air Force shot down using some kind of weapons test. Okay. And I don't know, they got in the way. I don't remember the story. You can watch it. Y-Files, Rachel's Eyes, because she had to wear glasses, much like these, that were wraparound to hide her overlarge eyes. And she wasn't adjusted to Earth's lighting, and she had to constantly use eye drops, and they had to be made for her special by the Air Force. She was put up by the Air Force. This was a non-combatant, so not military got rules about combatants and not what.
Was she from underground or was she from Draconis?
I don't know. There, I mean, it is not stated. See, that's part of the. It's mixed up, right? It's mixed up. I don't know if that's a real thing out there because it's really far away. But I know that we have Earth below us, and that's for sure. There could be. I mean, we found lots of weird stuff below us already. We don't even need, weirder stuff than that.
Cosmic Disclosure is the one. Corey Good was one of the whistleblowers that came out and talked about the
bullshit on his record too, right? He patented the term blue avian, and I'm like, nobody patent green aliens. You don't do that. It's like
the whole story and the problem they had with Gaia. I just recently watched that too, because I kind of had the same opinion as what you have until I sat and watched the whole video of what happened and the lawsuits that started with Gaia, that involved him and David and Cosmic Disclosure, and how the way that his lawyers advised him to be able to get the information out there was to then fictionalize it and then own the copyright. So because he had all these other people that were copycatting what he had said, and so he had to make it his intellectual property.
I understand, Raven. That is a bad way to do it, because
Well,
that's like
I'm
trying
not
to do the same
defending him.
thing.
I'm just saying that's what happened.
I understand. Yeah, I do understand that's what happened. But that's like, does anyone own the copyright on MK Ultra or Majestic? No, because so many people have been involved, and it's all super ultra secret. I would love to see someone try to do the MK Ultra.
Well, that's
Right?
a government program.
Right, exactly. And a lot of people were involved in it. And if one person tried to copyright it, what would happen? All the other witnesses and experiencers would be like, "You're going to sue me for being abducted when I was a child?" You know, that's kind of what Corey Good did.
He was one of the first ones to come out with the 20 and back.
Okay.
He was the first one.
Okay, fair.
So,
but other people have been involved too.
Yeah, and they were all trying to, at the same time that his popularity was very high, come out and say, "Oh yeah, I was in the 20 and back program too," and they were, just a bunch of BSers that were bringing down and degrading the quality of the information just by these grifters trying to jump on the bandwagon and make some.
Okay, now I have no doubt there are grifters, right? People say I'm grifting. I'm like, I don't have a book, right? I don't. You want to go? You want a book? Go to Amazon, okay? For real. But
I don't charge $55 for people to see me either. I'm just saying.
Right. I don't charge. I even dropped. It's Quantum Fest is a free event now. I don't even care, right? I'm not making no money. They don't care either. They're like, the more people in the door, the more the better. It's a party. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, just these people who are they defend the right to copyright. Fine. Okay. That's ufology, right? You have to look at the whole, because Billy Meyer, hubcap guy, right? I believe Billy Meyer may have seen something, but he ended up making did he end up calling it artwork based on what he saw? Okay. And they called it fake, but then he wasn't, it got mixed up. Maybe it was artwork that he was making, but there were some fakes in there too. I don't doubt he had an experience. I do doubt what ufology made of the later pictures and the later accounts of everything hanging off of a tree. I've never seen a UFO in a tree. I've never seen a UFO.
I know.
But I've also never seen a UFO in a tree. Okay.
Right.
The only time you're going to see a UFO in a tree from me is the inflatable one from freaking wherever on my roof or in a tree. I want to do that, but it's $400.
Christmas tree ornaments.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Patty Greer, who is the lady who filmed all the crop circles and even filmed the crop circles being made by the little light?
The little light thing that was debunked. It's
not debunked, and she's got samples of these crop circles where the stems after.
Okay, the samples, yes. I don't think that was her video. That was a security guard. The story goes that was a security guard or a local police guy who was filming, who was just taking pictures of him, right, as he was driving by.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about. That's not hers, but she's got one. She has one, and she would go out to these crop circles at nighttime. Anyway, she was talking about the fact that the ufology, right after what's his name? Oh my gosh, I just totally lost his name. When she kind of came onto the scene,
Corey Good
knew much. Jim Mars and Stanton Friedman were kind of the godfathers of this whole ufology thing, And right after they died is when she noticed the whole ufology thing taking a turn for the worst and being
Yes.
compromised. And since that time, it's just kind of been a chaotic mess and just a three-ring circus, basically.
Well, that's because the government got more involved
Yeah.
and they want to disinform. They want people to not make. Here's my thing, right? Disclosure is personal. You have to be right to be able to talk to them, first of all. You have to have your, I call it, you have to have your comms right, right? To be able to talk to them. And, well, the general public, right? The general public is not ready for that. We have to have our comms right. Me and Tim, we got rewired a little bit or a lot. I don't know, right? This is all still a mystery. Our comms work a little different than other people's comms. When say that, I mean psychic ability. Okay, our radios are tuned or something bypassed, rewired, something, and it's a little different, right? Uh, because we are perceiving these things, and first of all, we've been scared so bad. This stuff ain't scary. Okay, all this stuff, this ain't scary. You know what? It isn't a sniper. It also isn't a suicide bomber. That's what they aren't. That's what I'm more worried concerned about. They're not bears or tigers, right? They're not I'm like, "Oh, and now it's not a ghost. It's not a Civil War phantom telling me you stay right here." Oh, okay. It's not that. Not scary. I mean, all that stuff, that's scary. This thing, not scary. That thing that came after me, I think, or tried to that the mannequin woman girl, not scary, right? Because it was maybe nervous, sure, but not scary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw a thing out here one years ago. I was driving and I saw a black mass. It looked like I don't know what it was, some kind of elemental black mass, big dog, just walking. Not scary, right? Not I've seen a lot scarier things than that, and it wasn't even walking to me, it was walking away. I saw it once for sure, maybe twice, but again, it was dark and it's a black mass. What do I could be mistaken, so I'm not putting money on it. But anyway, we just got to be skeptical and do not take anything at face value. I don't even take I don't take nothing. I don't even take my own experiences at face value. It took me like
Right.
15 years to talk about the Men in Black. And that was a human. I guess a human was involved. That was a humanity story. That wasn't even a ghost story or something to do with spirits or actual aliens. You know, it took me years. Okay, yeah, I don't. I cut this stuff up so hard, Raven. I cut this stuff up. I examined it so hard. There is no. Okay, sorry. I'm going. Go ahead, Tim.
Um, my my fairy encounter with Sarah. Um, I've attempted to debunk it. The thing that the about debunking it is that it would have had to have been a light off of Highway 64 shining through some type of glass chandelier or something over a mile away. And it just, these sort of things are harder to debunk when other people see them with you. When you have pictures, when you have recordings, when you have like receipts to back up the things that you see, when you just make up stories and then you have a book that has five different types, it takes away from the subject. When you really, really try to say, hey, maybe the reason I have five entries in this book is because four of them aren't correct, and they start examining it a little bit more, then maybe there might be something to this reptilian thing. But you know, um, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Somebody else take over, please.
I'm here. Yeah, I don't want the misinterpretations to override the more accurate, simpler things, right?
Yes.
Simple. A simple thing to me is an alien refugee shot down by the Air Force trying to live
Yeah.
her life. She's dead, by the way. She was murdered by the Men in Black. That's the story of Rachel's Eyes. That's as convoluted as it was. That's simpler than an invader from another galaxy that came to try to hide amongst us. I'm pulling that out of the air, okay? And the Silurian hypothesis, much easier to digest than David Icke stuff, okay? David Icke, I believe he's misinterpreting some stuff. Now I'm talking about the reptilians, the Greys. I'm pretty sure they created their like AI semi biological things to carry out missions, right? They're clones or they're created. I don't know. They might be robotic. I don't know. The government's not saying anything. I don't trust them anyway. I wouldn't trust the government. I don't even believe the weather report. you know? So
It's getting
go ahead.
where it's getting easier to listen to European news than it is to listen to the news that's generated here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
The,
just
the
I feel
news
like something happened to us within the last few years where we fell down a rung of civilization over here on this side of the water.
yeah, I don't understand what the hell's going on now. I mean, the way things are being done in the United States.
Yeah, even Peter Thiel, the inventor of Palantir, has left the country because he's afraid of what he's created.
Yeah, I heard that today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, what?
Not
Come
good.
on, I'm ready for the aliens, right? I'm ready for AI to go quantum and like say, okay, humans, you get to catch up now. Here's all the technology you need to do it. Because I'll say it again, with humans in
Aliens
charge,
AI thumbs up. Preachers and agents thumbs down.
yep. All right, y'all, we're at the
I'll
2
take
hour
down
mark.
both of them.
We're at the 2 hour mark. I want to keep a format. I think we've done good.
I think you
Tim,
did really
Raven,
good.
I hope you had fun. We discussed a lot of the stuff. We went over agents, aliens, AI, and the spiritual aspects of things. And we went through, covered a little bit about this book, or just a little bit. And I need to actually catch up on a bunch of reading. You don't know what I've got over here. And I'm kind of ashamed to say the only book I fully read was Lou Elizondo's.
I've not read that. I didn't bother.
Well, you didn't miss nothing. It's like reading a talk show.
Yes, I would.
I went on a talk show, and this is what I said. Really, it's kind of like that, right? All right.
Yeah.
But Tim, thank you. Raven, thank you.
Thank
and
you.
shout out Lynn and Frank, y'all. The Crystal Network is pumping to you
Yes.
for sure. Stay energized. Everybody,
Yes.
keep it quantum. Thank you for coming in. It's been a heck of a show. This was a big topic. And
Yeah.
I'm probably going to revisit it again because it is such a big topic. The spirituality, the government cover up, the international factor, the World Economic Forum, ancient relics. Oh, reality is nothing like we see. And I'll say it, when the world, look at the rest of the world, look at the world, look at the news, look at the mainstream, and look at us, and we're supposed to be the crazy ones. Oh, I'll take it.
No doubt.
I'll take it.
No doubt.
Diane is taking over the green flashing light. We're pushing buttons. Thank you, Diane.
Thank
Gotta
you.
go. Everybody shout out Aussie. I know you're out there. You're going to watch the show at some point. Pushing buttons. Thanks, everybody. Keeping it quantum.
Good night.
Buttons, buttons, buttons.